Hi, I'm Matthew Carpenter, the Director of Strathcona County Transit. I'd like to take a few moments and summarize some of the key recommendations from the draft Transit Master Plan. The county is looking for resident and public feedback on these draft recommendations so that when final recommendations are developed, they balance all of the needs and interests of the community. After you watch this video, I hope that you'll refer and look through some of the written material also on the website. There's a host of background information, technical information, as well as information about what we've heard from the public during the first rounds of consultation. After you review the information, I hope you'll take a few minutes and fill out the online survey. That'll help us document how people feel about the recommendations. After that, I hope if you have a chance, you'll consider joining us for our public open house at the Strathcona County Community Center in mid-October. Some of the recommendations I'd like to talk to you about now are for intermunicipal transit and the park and ride system. Intermunicipal transit in Strathcona County includes all of our commuter buses that travel from Sherwood Park to Edmonton, as well as the park and ride lots along Y Road and Baseline Road. These recommendations are coordinated with the specialized transit recommendations and the recommendations for local and rural services. The draft recommendations for intermunicipal transit primarily respond to concerns we've heard raised from residents, as well as technical challenges like crowding and financial challenges like cost. Key recommendations for intermunicipal transit include developing a large new park and ride and bus terminal in Sherwood Park. We're happy to announce that with the financial support of the province of Alberta's Green Trip Grant Program, we will be breaking ground on a brand new, very large bus terminal and park and ride lot along Bethel Drive at the site of the current Strathcona station. If all goes well, we hope to have the facility open and operational by mid-2013. The Transit Master Plan goes on to recommend that we continue to use the existing transit center and park and ride lot along Y Road as a satellite or secondary park and ride lot that has rush hour only service to and from Edmonton. The TMP strongly recommends that we focus resources for intermunicipal transit on the key corridors and markets for intermunicipal transit that are likely to generate the most ridership. These are usually the key destinations in the city that have limited parking and are most amenable to using transit. These include the Central Business District and major post-secondary institutions like the University of Alberta. The TMP goes on to recommend that we should continue to monitor interest and demand for additional intermunicipal routes in the future to destinations like Clairview and Mill Woods. The TMP draft recommendations include a recommendation that we utilize low-floor, accessible, and high-capacity vehicles to provide this service to and from Edmonton. That will ensure that the service is fully accessible and available to all, and increase passenger comfort by reducing crowding and the number of standees. In 2014, the City of Edmonton will open a new light rail line between Jasper Avenue and the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology, or NAIT. At that point, the direct service that Strathcona County provides will become somewhat redundant. The Transit Master Plan recommends that when the LRT opens, the county reconsider the direct service to NAIT. This may include discontinuing that service and encouraging NAIT students to transfer to the LRT at Jasper Avenue in order to complete their travel. The park and ride lots are an important component of our overall intermunicipal transit service. Today, park and ride is very popular, and as a result, the parking lots have been overcrowded. The draft Transit Master Plan makes several recommendations pertaining to parking. First, it recommends that the county expand the parking lots by constructing additional stalls in order to help alleviate the crowding. Since it's not possible to expand the Sherwood Park Transit Center, the expansion instead will take place at Strathcona Station north of Baseline Road. Park and ride is popular, and even with the expanded facilities, they will fill up. When that happens, we'll need new tools as a community to help manage the demand for parking. The draft Transit Master Plan recommends that we introduce a fee to use the parking lots. This will allow users of the parking lots to help offset the additional financial costs of the construction and operation of the facility. It will also help encourage all users to try one of the more environmentally sustainable means of accessing the intermunicipal buses. These include the local feeder buses, the passenger drop-off facilities called Kiss and Ride, as well as one of the new bicycle lockers. All of those alternatives to park and ride will need to be improved so that they will be very attractive as an alternative to park and ride. Finally, because we have rural residents in the county as well as residents of Sherwood Park who don't have access to some of those alternatives, it's an important recommendation in the Transit Master Plan to explore technology that might allow rural residents to avoid the use of paying the fee to use the park and ride lots. Thank you for your interest in the intermunicipal and park and ride recommendations in the Transit Master Plan. I hope you'll take a few moments to review the online written material. There's a host of interesting background information, fact and figures, as well as what we heard from the public in the first round of consultation. It's important that you take a few moments and fill out the online survey. We need to hear from as many residents as possible so that when these draft recommendations become final recommendations, they reflect and balance all the needs of the community. Thank you very much.